will be used dun sa inyong magiging lab activity for the following week. So magkakameron tayo ng lab act, which is yung paggagawa ng inyong design template. Okay? Naririnig naman ako ng noise class. Audible naman. Anyone?
Yes po.
Confirm. Okay. So, pakisabihan na lang ako if ever ako nag-disconnect or kung ano man dahil parang medyo mahina yata ang internet dito sa school. Okay? So, check ko yung attendance. Ito ay hindi naka-alphabetical. Kindly say present ka lang kayo na dito. Marion.
Present po.
Karinal.
Present po.
Magbuo. Wala. Wait lang. Rosales, Roan.
Present po.
Uson.
All of us who fear God, ano pa ako na doon? Sasama kita. And this is something that we can say, yes! Taste and see. Ganun na lang isa. Sobrang saya niya. He wants to tell people, come on, don't just listen to what I'm saying. Huwag niyo lang pakinggan yung kwento ko. Huwag niyo lang pakinggan yung karanasan ko. Tikman ninyo, kayo rin. Don't just have a bottle of faith. Kayo din. Magkaroon kayo ng
Present po.
Tikman ninyo. At saya at makikita nyo na
Gambol.
napakabulit Diyos kaya sobrang pinagpala ang taong nagtitiwala sa Kanya. Nagtitiwala ka na sa Kanya.
Garcia.
Now, kung sa panahon na ito,
Present po.
hindi ka makapagpuri sa Diyos.
Masakayan.
At kung sakali naman wala kang paalala, then hinahamon kita, subukin mo ang Diyos. At at masabi,
Rasula.
sarap ang
Present po, sir.
dahil sa komento mo, dahil mismo,
Santos.
taste and see.
Pabunan. Parone.
Present po.
Sumagsag.
Present po.
Agila.
Present po.
Balita.
That you would have the same declaration before men and before the people around you na masasabi mo, yes, God is good. Hindi dahil may nagsabi na praise and worship leader, God is good! Sasagot na, all the time, God is good.
Magnaye.
Hindi na sabihin, pero hindi ba sa puso? Totoo ba sa nakarito sa buhay? Kaya yun dinideclare.
Pagkaliwagan.
You want to, if you are holding on to God's promises, listen to this, meron ka ng nakaraang experiences ng katibayan ng pangako.
De la Cruz.
Balikan mo na.
Present, sir.
Dudas.
Let us worship God.
Present po.
Let us honor God.
Javier.
Daan-daan mo noon. And then, kung meron kang karanasan sa Diyos, ipagsabi mo. God, all the more, be a blessing.
Libreya.
Kaya balik tayo.
Present po.
David declares praises for God, at ngayon naman, David declares the promise of God. Now, bago tumungo sa
Delara.
maintindihan isang bagay,
Present po.
amin po sa isang
Domingo.
evangelistic
Present po.
or teaching
Sano.
si Alexander McLaren. Ang atheist na yun, kapatid, at isang araw, lumapit siya kay Alexander McLaren, sabi niya, Sir,
Inay.
I came to know Jesus Christ last night. Sabi niya, ano ba? Ano naka-update sa iyo? Anong preaching? Yung first? Second? Third? No.
Kantre.
Wala sa preaching po, Pastor.
Present po.
Kahagabi, tumatabi.
Cristobal,
napang-anim,
Present po.
tinulungan ko
Alberto,
sa kabila ng kanyang sugat sa buhay.
Present po.
Oh, God is good.
Lacasa,
Present po.
Dinamira,
Pagkasabing
Present po.
Dominguez,
ayaw mag- sa kabila ng kanyang buhay. Napag-uwi sa bahay. Tumawag ako sa Diyos at sinasabi, Panginoon,
Paras,
hindi ako naniniwala sa iyo.
Present po.
Yung babae, sabi ko totoo na talagang
and Principal.
tumatawag ako sa iyo. At pastor, gabi pa, masasabi ko, pinauwi ako ng Diyos.
Nasaan ang inyong ibang mga kaklase? Class.
Ngayon sa ating
At
pangalawang
medyo madami-dami ang wala compare sa mga previous meetings natin.
unang-unang pangako.
Okay lang, yung sa VA. Okay din. Yan. Okay din si K9 na note ko na din. Saka si Masakayan.
And
Si
here's
Mansano okay na din.
the to I'm now reiterating. I want everyone of you, kayo gusto ko nyo maranasan ng Diyos.
Ay, so,
Sa dahil
yun, habang hinihintay din natin yung iba, mag-start na tayo ng ating discussion for this morning. Previously naman, 2 weeks na tayong walang klase. Yung pinakauna ay after ng ating mga discussions with regards to manufacturing setups, yung ating mga different principles, mga
sabi dito, sabi
pa
niya,
ba? I-discuss natin with regards to CAD and CAM. More on dun sa ating mga group discussions. Then after nun, nagkamaroon tayo ng ating walang klase na isang week. And then after that, the week 9 natin is yung for the midterm examination. Then ngayon, nasa week 10 tayo, kaya tayo ay asynchronous class yung ating klase for today. Okay? We will be discussing 3 main topics for this morning. Chapter 3, 4, and 5 nung sa ating SolidWorks. Kasi last time na-discuss ko na naman sa inyo si Chapter 1 and si Chapter 2, which is yung Introduction kay SolidWorks. Ano ba yung working environment na pwede nyo makita upon opening yung ating software. And also yung pag-create ng ating sketches. Tatandaan pa yung class? Tanda pa yun?
Medyo po.
Ano mga diniscuss natin doon? Ano mga napag-usapan natin with regards doon sa ating previous discussion kay SolidWorks? Ano natatandaan mo?
Yung pag-create po ng mga lines, tapos mga circles po.
Okay. So yung pag-create natin ng different entities like yung line entity, we have yung mga circle, rectangle, polygon, and etc. So nagkameron naman tayo ng discussion doon. I just forgot to send you the copy ng ating PowerPoint presentation doon at saka yung copy ng module. Pero isa-send ko siya later together na nung ating i-discuss for this morning. Okay? So yung una nating magiging discussion for this morning is yung tinatawag nating editing your sketches. Kasi yun nga previously, tapos na tayo doon sa introduction. Tapos na rin tayo doon sa pag-create ng ating sketches. So ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin paano ba natin pwedeng i-edit yung ating mga sketches na na-create na iyon para mas maging maayos pa yung ating mga design at yung ating mga project kay SolidWorks. Okay? So I will be showing you my screen. So ito ay summarize form ng ating module. And then meron itong mga naka-indicate na links for video tutorial na siyang ipapakita ko rin sa inyo for this morning para mas maunawaan niyo or para mas makita niyo kung paano ba natin pwedeng gawin or paano ba natin pwedeng i-execute itong mga pag-i-edit na ito doon sa ating SolidWorks na software. Okay? So yung ating first part niya ng ating discussion will be chapter 3, which is all about editing your sketches. So, yung ating editing and modifying ating sketch na na-create before is napaka-importante kasi ito yung magbibigay as dito, based dito sa ating definition, ito yung magbibigay ng desired shape para doon sa ating output or para doon sa ating project or doon sa ating drawing. Kasi syempre hindi naman at first na na-create natin yung ating sketch ay 100% accurate na agad yung ating nakikreate na design. So mag-a-undergo yan ng different process pa or yung tinatawag natin different step on how to um, edit or to modify yung ating output o yung ating entities para siya maitama natin or maiangkop natin doon sa dinidesire natin. So doon sa dito sa ating software kay SolidWorks, meron tayong different operations na tinatawag para masabi natin or para ma-edit natin yung ating mga sketches. At ito yung mga sumusunod. So pwede tayong mag-trim ng ating mga unwanted sketches or entities. Pwede tayong mag-extend ng mga entities. We can also mirror pattern or create different patterns. It can be linear, it can be circular. Pwede, pwede tayong mag-move. Kasi for example, kailangan nating ilipat or kailangan natin na may specific distance yung ating mga entities with each other. So pwede natin itong gamitin. We can also rotate yung ating mga sketch entities. So kung meron tayo na-create na error with regards sa kanyang orientation, for example, so pwede natin din siyang rotate. And meron pang other editing tool like yung pag-chamfer, pag-delay. So yan, under din yan yung ating pag-modify ng ating sketches. Audible naman ako, class, ng ayos. Narinig ako ng ayos. Ano na lang, thumbs up. Okay, so yan. Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. So that will be our introduction to chapter 3. So more on ang inyong expect for our module 3 or ating chapter 3 is more on dito sa pag-modify or pag-e-edit ng ating mga entities, which is ito naman or yung ating sketch entities, which is ito nga yung ating na-discuss last week dun sa ating discussion. Okay? So mag-start tayo kay trimming entities. So si trimming entities, ito naman siguro ay hindi na bago sa inyo. Any idea kung ano yung ating trimming entities or ano yung tinatawag natin pag-trim? Anyone? Any idea? Kayo naman ay nakapag-AutoCAD na rin. Ano ginagawa natin kapag nititrim? Yes, Miss Bardion.
Ano po sir, kunwari po ay nag-drawing, ay nag-ano po ng line, tapos po ay may excess po na hindi po dun ano sa measure. Kiniklik po yung trim para po maalis po yung unwanted line.
Okay. So yun yung ginagawa natin sa pag-trim or dun sa ating trimming entities. Katulad nung sa AutoCAD, parang same lang din naman siya dito kay SolidWorks. So pag meron tayong mga na-create na, for example, lumalagpas doon sa ating desired na length, so pwede natin siyang putulin. And meron tayong trim entity tool na tinatawag kay SolidWorks. So yung kay trimming entities, so you can trim the unwanted sketch entities by using the trim entities tool in the sketch command manager. So siya naman ay nandoon pa rin sa ating ginagamit before na command manager. If you remember pa rin yung ating mga line, yung ating mga circle, so katabi lamang niyan or nandun lang din sa area na yan yung ating trim entity. Okay? So besides using this tool for trimming unwanted sketch entities, you can also use this tool to extend sketch entities up to the next intersection. So ito naman, kumbaga, additional function lamang ng ating tinatawag na trim entity tool. Pero yung talagang main function niya is to trim yung ating mga unwanted na sketch entities. But yun nga lang, syempre, kagandahan ni SolidWorks, sometimes meron siya mga tools na um, hindi lang siya merong main function, um, meron siyang mga other functions na makakatulong sa atin para mas mapadali yung ating paggawa or yung ating pag-create ng ating mga outputs. Okay? So dito naka-indicate naman sa ating current slide or dito sa ating screen ngayon kung paano ba natin pwedeng buksan sorry, meron ba? Um, Yan, sorry, hindi pala naka-indicate. But yan ay included doon sa ating module itself, yung step-by-step process kung paano nyo siya ma-open. Pero as I have told you naman a while ago, siya naman ay katabi lamang ng ating mga sa sketch command or din sa ating sketch entities. Okay? So kay trimming entity, meron tayong different categories. Pwede natin siyang pagpilian. Like power trim, we have corner trim, we have trim away inside, we have trim away outside, and the last one is yung tinatawag nating trim to closest. So yun yung different trimming types na pwede natin i-select kapag tayo magti-trim. Pero ang pinakagamit na gamit dyan is yung power trim or kaya yung si trim to closest, yung nasa unahan at saka yung nasa pinaka dulo. So later makikita nyo yan doon sa ating video kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng mga trimming entities na yan. Okay? So later ko na lang siya papakita sa inyo kapag nasa video kasi naka-indicate or nakasama siya doon kay extending entities. Okay? So kay extending entities naman, any idea? Anong pinagkaiba niya? Anong pinagkaiba niya kay training entity? Dahil ako yung nagbibigay ng plus point. Meron na si Barrio. Yes, Parone.
Sir, kapag naman po, halimbawa, yung line na nagawa is kulang po, gagamitin po yung extending entities para ma-achieve po yung desired na haba po ng line.
Okay? So, ka-extend naman, siya ay, kumbaga, kabaligtaran yung tinatawag natin kay training entities. Kung kanina kay training entities, meron tayong mga lumagpas na na-create na line. For example, ay sa halip na siya ay makapag-create ka ng corner ay lumagpas pa or nag-extend yung ating line, so pwede natin siyang i-trim. So, dito naman, may mga instances na pwede sa pagmamadali or kaya ay dahil masyadong maliit or masyadong malayo yung distance na kailangan niya i-cover ay kinakapos tayo ng pag-create ng ating mga line entities or other sketch entities. So para ma-extend natin siya or para mai-abot natin or maidikit natin, for example, sa desired distance niya, pwede natin siyang gamitan ng extending entities. So according dito sa ating description, the entities that can be extended by using this tool or yung tinatawag natin extending entity are yung mga different types ng line. It can be a certain line, also yung ating mga ellipse, spline, arc, and so on. So yung ating different types of line, pwede natin siyang gamitan ng ating extend entities. So ipapakita ko ngayon sa inyo itong short video clip showing yung ating trimming entity and yung ating extending entities. Nag-show sa inyo, class? Nakikita?
Yes po, sir.
Hello. In this lesson, we are going to cover the first of Sketch Modify tools. We will cover
May sound sa inyo.
Meron po.
Okay, sige. Kindly watch muna itong video bago ko siya isa-isahin later.
Hello. In this lesson, we are going to cover the first of Sketch Modify tools. We will cover two of them, trim entities and extend entities. For this, we will be using this sketch on the screen. So let's begin. I'm going to select trim entities. Property Manager opens, giving me 5 options for trimming geometry on the screen. The first one is power trim. Now, this is very common one that a lot of people like to use. You simply go out to the screen, hold down the left mouse button. Notice the spline is being created on the screen, and as the spline passes through the geometry is being trimmed back to the next closest piece of geometry. Notice how this works. I'm going to undo this.
Okay? So before we proceed, so makikita nyo naman dito sa ating current screen kung saan kinilik yung button natin for trim entities. So siya ay nandoon sa upper portion under Sketch Command Manager, katabi nitong ating mga area for yung ating line entity, rectangle, ellipse, and so on. Then, pinapagitnaan siya noon at saka noong kay convert entities. Kita naman ito, class, yung area na yon. Ito.
Yes po.
Okay? So, yung unang diniscuss doon sa ating trim entities is yung ating power trim. So, kay power trim, ang sabi doon is ang kailangan siya yung isa sa pinaka-common. Kasi siya nga yung isa sa pinakamadaling gamitin natin sa pagtitrim ng ating mga entities. So, ang ginagawa natin dyan is, upon selecting yung ating power trim, i-click natin yung left side button ng ating mouse. Then habang click nyo siya, huwag nyo siyang, i-hold nyo yung pagkaka-click nyo dun sa inyong mouse. And then idadrag nyo siya. Upon dragging yung inyong mouse dun sa ating working area, makikita nyo may makikreate kayo doon na tinatawag na spline. Siya yung parang malabo na line na medyo gray. Tapos kung alin ang matouch or kung alin ang madaanan on class, yun yung ma-trim na entity. Okay? So, nakita nyo yun kanina sa ating video. Class?
Yes po, sir.
Okay? So, yun naman ay klaro. Ulitin ko lang siya. So, power trim, click nyo yung left side ng ating mouse button. And then, hold nyo yung pagkaka-click and then idadrag nyo siya kung alin yung unwanted na entity na kailangan yung i-trim. Okay? So, proceed tayo with the other types of trimming entities.
So we can move on to the next option. Corner trim. Now you want to pay particular attention to the graphic here. The two pieces of geometry that you select are the two pieces that are kept, and everything else is trimmed back to those pieces of geometry. So for example, if I select this line here and this line, these two lines will be trimmed back. So I will select here and then here. Then I select here and then here. And these two will be trimmed back. Once again, I will undo.
Okay? So, doon naman kay ating corner trim is, ang gagawin natin dyan is if we want to trim a specified corner, katulad ng ipinakita doon sa video, itong part na ito. So, tinrim itong dalawang lumagpas na line entity para makapag-create ng ating corner doon sa ating drawing area. So, sa kay corner trim naman, para ma-execute nyo siya, ang gagawin nyo dyan, pipili kayo ng dalawang line entity kung saan dapat makikreate yung ating corner. For this instance, for example, nga katulad ng ginawa dun sa video, kung gusto natin ma-create itong corner na ito, i-click nyo yung entity na matitira. Okay? Ulitin ko yung video para mapakita ulit.
So I will select here and then here.
Yan, makikita nyo, kinilik niya yung dalawang area na yon. Yung ngayon na nakapoint yung arrow at saka yung isa na kanyang karugtong para sila ang matira. So yun yung tatandaan nyo kay corner trim. Kung alin ang kinilik nyo na dalawang entity, sila yung matitira. And then yung dalawang karugtong niya na lumagpas or nag-extend, sila yung matitrim. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes po.
Okay? So proceed naman tayo doon sa sunod na types ng ating trim entity. So we have trim away inside and yung ating trim away outside.
Then I select here and then here. And this back. Once again, I will undo. Going back to trim entities. And the third option is trim away inside. This allows you to select two cutting edges. So for example, if I select this line here and this line here, anything that I select inside these two lines will be trimmed to those lines. So notice how this line is being trimmed back to the two cutting edges. Once again, I will select undo. Return to the trim entities command. And notice our fourth option is just the opposite of the third option. Trim away inside, trim away outside. So if I go to trim away outside, if I select the same two pieces of geometry, everything I select after this will be trimmed to outside. So again, I will undo.
Okay? So, yun naman yung pinagkaiba ng ating tinatawag na trim away inside at saka ng trim away outside. So, dito meron tayong apat na diagonal lines or diagonal na parallel lines dito sa ating figure sa screen. So, ang pinagkaiba ng ating trim away inside at trim away outside is kung aling entity yung ma-trim based dun sa in-specify natin na entity. So, dito, at first i-specify muna kayo ng dalawang entity na siyang magseset as boundary or kung saan hanggan ba yung ititrim natin. Like for instance, yung ginawa dito sa ating video, pinili yung first at saka yung pangatlo na diagonal line. Kaya kung papansin nyo, nung pinindot yung or nung pinlik or nung chinus yung ating trim away inside, and then sinet na boundaries itong pang-una at yung pangatlo nating diagonal line, and then after ma-set as yun yung ating boundary, any entities na i-click natin ngayon inside that boundaries can be trimmed away inside. Ibig sabihin, natitrim natin yung nasa inside.
So if I go to trim away outside,
Sorry.
and notice our fourth option is just the opposite of the third option. Trim away
Pakita ko
inside,
lang siya ulit.
trim away outside. So if I go to trim away outside, if I select the same two pieces of geometry, everything I select after this will be.
Yan. Nakita yan class kung alin yung chinus na dalawang boundary. Yung tinutukoy ko na first and yung third diagonal line.
Yes po, sir.
Okay? So kung papansin nyo, yan yung isinet natin ngayon na dalawang boundaries. Yun yung sinasabi sa video. And then, upon choosing that boundary, kung ano ngayon yung iselect natin inside that boundary, yun yung ating matitrim. Kapag trim away inside, kung ano yung nasa loob, siya yung maaalis. Matitira yung nasa labas ng ating boundary. Kapag trim away outside naman, kung ano yung nasa loob nitong boundary na ito, yun ang matitira, yung nasa labas naman ang maalis. Naunawaan yun? Class?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay? So, continue lang natin yung video hanggang doon sa dulo para doon sa trim to closes.
Trimmed to outside. So again, I will undo. Go back into trim entities. And the last option is trim to closest. This allows you to go out to the screen, and when you select a piece of geometry, that will be trimmed back to the closest piece of geometry. So notice if I select here, this will be trimmed to this line and this line. Or if I select inside of the circle, this line will be trimmed back to the circle. Now, covering the trim entities command, I see the power trim and trim to closest are the favorite options for the most of the people. Once again, I will undo. And now, let's try the extend command. Extend entities, no property manager displayed. You simply go out to the screen and the geometry that you selected will be extended to the next nearest piece of geometry. So, that was all for this video.
Okay? So, yung last, yung last part of our video shows yung ating last type ng ating trimming entity, which is yung trim to closest. So, kay trim to closest naman, kung ano yung kinilik nyo na entity or part ng entity, siya yung ma-trim. As long as meron siyang nearest boundary. Like katulad dito sa circle, yung kanina, kinilik yung ating part ng line entity na nag-pass through doon sa loob ng ating circle. So upon clicking that using yung ating trim to closest, na-trim yung line entity na nasa loob ng circle up to the boundary kung saan nagpo-fall or saan nag-touch or saan nag-intersect yung ating line with the circle. Okay? So ganun yung ating trim to closest. Isa siya sa pinakagamit na gamit at pinaka-common kasamahan ni power trim. So silang dalawa yung ginagamit natin kasi sila yung pinaka-convenient. Compare dun sa iba kasi medyo hindi siya ganun kasimple. Kailangan pa kasi natin mag-set ng boundary or kailangan pa natin pumili ng dalawang line entities para makapag-trim. Unlike a power trim, unlike a trim to closest, kailangan lang natin silang i-click or kailangan lang natin silang i-choose kung alin yung gusto nating ma-trim. Is that clear? Class?
Clear po.
Clear po.
Okay. So yung sa isa naman, yung last part of the video, yun naman is yung kay extend entity. So naman is under pa din noong ating sketch command manager. Under ng trim entities, pwede yung piliin doon si extend entities. So siya naman ay yung kabaliktaran lamang ni trim. Yun nga kapag gusto natin i-extend yung certain entity to a nearest boundary. So pwede natin siyang magamit para sila ay mag-intersect or para sila ay mag-touch with each other. Okay? Any question? May question kayo dito, class?
Wala naman po.
Okay. So proceed tayo with the next part ng ating um, editing and modifying ating sketches. So we have yung pag-offset ng ating entities. So dito naman siya ay familiar din sa inyo siguro with regards kung paano gawin or ano yung nature ng ating tinatawag na offset. Kasi siya naman ay na gamit na rin natin doon sa ating AutoCAD. So dito nagke-create tayo ng mirror or nung copy ng ating entity either on the left side or on the right side ng ating original entity or parent entity. Or kung siya naman ay horizontally aligned, pwede siya ay sa taas or pwede siyang sa baba or pwedeng parehas with the specified distance. Okay? So again, I will have a short video for that para makita niyo siya. Kung saan ba natin siya pwedeng i-click doon sa ating SolidWorks software and paano ba natin siya i-execute.
Hello, in this lesson we are going to cover a command called offset entities. We will be using this sketch in the screen, which contains a line, arc, circle, and a closed profile just like you see in your screen in the lessons before. So let's begin. I'm going to offset entities, and a property manager opens. The very first window allows me to specify an offset distance. It's currently at 10 millimeters. I'm going out to the screen and select this line here. Notice the line is offset to the bottom side of the original geometry. If I want to offset it in the other side, I can either select anywhere in this area or go back to the property manager and put a check mark in the reverse box. I can also add dimensions. So when I close out of the offset entities property manager, a dimension of 10 millimeters is added between those two lines. I'm going back to offset entities, and this time I will come down to this closed profile. And if I select a line, only one line is offset. I'm going ahead and reverse this direction, offset to outside. Because these lines are chained together, If I go back to the property manager and put a check mark in the select chain box, notice it will offset that entire profile. I'm going to hit to close out of it, go back to offset entities, and this time I will select the arc. Now notice the arc is offset to outside. I do have an option for bi-directional. This will offset the both outside and inside of the original geometry. And because this new geometry is open-ended, I do have the option to add in caps, either arcs or lines. And I also have the option to make the original geometry construction line. So if I put a check mark in the make base construction box and close out of the property manager, notice the original geometry is now a construction line. I'm going to offset entities one more time and show you that we can do the same with the circle. We are adding dimensions, bi-directional, and make base construction. So that was all for this video. Thank you for watching.
Okay? So, yung ating video na ipinakita naman ngayon is kung paano natin ginagawa si offset entities. So, dito naman na ipaliwanag na kung ano yung different parameters na mag-a-appear doon sa ating command manager tree once na kinilik natin yung ating offset entities. So, si offset entities, after ni trim entities, meron lang tayong pumapagit na sa kanila, which is yung convert entities and then si offset na. So si offset naman, wala naman siyang other types na. Siya ay sole na button natin i-click. Kaya kapag kinlik natin siya is mag-appear na yung different parameters niya doon sa ating left side ng ating working screen or yung ating working area. At nandiyan na yung different parameters na pwede natin i-manipulate or lagyan ng check or iset para makuha natin yung desired na output na gusto natin ma-create using the offset entities. So, pwede tayong mag-add ng dimension, pwede nating yung buong chain ng ating output yung gawa natin ng offset, pwedeng isang side, pwedeng kabilang side, pwedeng both sides, pwedeng kung mayroon siyang end ay pwede natin lagyan ng cut ends, and pwede rin natin gawa ng construction geometry, either yung offset na entity or yung ating base geometry. Okay? Do you have any question for this? May question kayo dito, class, sa offset?
Wala po.
Okay.
Do the same with this.
So move again tayo sa ating sunod na editing tool. So we also have yung ating tinatawag na mirror sketch entities. So dito naman kay mirror sketch entities, dalawa ang ating pwedeng gamitin dyan. It's either yung tinatawag natin na mirror entity or yung ating dynamic mirror. So ang pinagkaiba ng dalawa is kapag kay mirror entity, meron na tayong na-create na output na ini-mirror natin. Kay dynamic mirror naman, mag-mirror muna tayo bago mag-create. So yun yung difference ng dalawa. Tatatandaan, kay mirror entity, kapag meron na tayong mga na-create na entities at gusto lang natin siyang create ng mirror copy, so gagamitin natin si mirror entity. Kapag kay dynamic mirror naman, wala pa tayong nagagawa or hindi pa natin nakikreate yung ating entities na kailangang i-mirror. So gagamitan natin siya ng dynamic mirror. So meron ulit tayo dito tutorial to show yung ating mirror entities or mirroring sketch entities. Mag-start muna tayo kay mirror entity. Classmate lang ha at nag-error mag-open.
Hello, in this lesson we are going to examine how to take sketch lines or sketch entities and create a symmetrical copy. We do that with a command called mirror entities. So notice in the screen, I have a center line or a construction line, and then I have line geometry to the right-hand side of the center line. What I want to do is mirror it about this line here, so I get a symmetrical copy. So let's begin. I'm going to select mirror entities, property manager opens, and the very first one says select entities to mirror. So I'm going to use a crossing box. Anything completely inside of the crossing box or crossing through it will be selected. Notice all of those items were selected. And because I want to keep this original geometry, I want to make sure I have a check mark in front of copy. And I want to mirror about this center line. Now, notice I get a preview. I'm going to go ahead and close out of the mirror command. And notice the many relations added to the sketch, and most of these are this symmetrical relation. If I grab one of these corners and stretch it out, notice the opposite side, which is symmetrical, also stretches. Now, if I undo this and reverse the mirror command, I want to show you that we can also draw a line at some angle and mirror about that. So I'm going to select my geometry to mirror and the line mirror about. So when it comes to the mirror command, and you can mirror about center lines, lines, and even linear model edges. So if you have a 3D model on the screen and you can grab one of those edges
Okay? So, yan yun sa ating mirror entities. Napanood or nakita yung sa ating video? Check ko lang.
Yes po.
Okay? So, yung unang pinakita dito ko muna is yung kay mirror entities. So, ang sabi ko nga sa inyo, si mirror entity ay kapag meron na tayo, for example, na-create na different entities dun sa ating working area. Then, i-mirror natin siya. So, dito ay pinakita na meron tayong in-indicate na midpoint line or ang tawag dito, midline doon sa ating entity at first. Not necessarily kailangan siya ay yung ating midline, pwede naman siyang yung ordinary line or yung iba pang type ng lines natin. Katulad din ng pinakita doon sa pahuling part ng video. Not necessarily din na siya ay dapat nakadikit doon sa ating entity. Ang mahalaga dito ay meron tayong line entity na masasabi natin kung saan magmi-mirror about yung ating mga entities to mirror. So sa case na ito is, wait, balik lang natin. Yan. So yung dito sa case na ito, sa unang part ng video, itong midline na ito yung nag-serve as the mirror line ng ating entity. So dito naman, sabihin ko nga ulit, not necessarily nakadikit naman siya doon sa ating mirroring entity or dun sa ating mirror line. So, depende siya. Pwede namang hindi siya nakadikit. Okay? And then, makikita nyo, kapag may binago kayo dun sa kabila, automatically, mababago din yung nasa kabilang side niya or yung kanyang mirror entity. Kasi nga, siya ay kaparehas lang or kinapin natin yung mga relations nung sa ating original or dun sa tinatawag nating parent entity. Okay? So now naman, papakita ko sa inyo yung kay dynamic mirror. Wait lang.
Hello, my name is Holly Cheek and I'm an applications engineer at Hawkridge Systems. In today's video, we will be covering the mirror entities versus the dynamic mirror. To start off, let's talk about the mirror entities. I'm going to begin a new sketch on the front plane by selecting the sketch icon from the pop-up toolbar. Then in the sketch tab in the command manager, I want to select a center line. Using my click drag method, I'll click at the origin point and drag a vertical line up. Mirror entities is a tool that is used after the entities have already been placed. So I'm going to switch to a line entity and roughly sketch out some line entities. Next, I'm going to use my Mirror Entities tool. I'll select it from the Command Manager on that Sketch tab. I need to give it the entities to mirror, so I will box select the entities I want to mirror. Then I can select what I want it to mirror about and select the center line. I get a preview and I can hit that right mouse button for that green check mark, and it will mirror those entities across that center line and add in all of these symmetric relations. Let's take a look at the dynamic mirror now. Just open up a new part, and once again we'll start this the same way by creating a sketch on the front plane. I still need to have in my center line, so I'll grab the center line tool and sketch a vertical line up. Next, I want to activate my dynamic mirror. So I'm going to go to my Tools pull-down menu, Sketch Tools, and select Dynamic Mirror. The dynamic mirror puts in these hash marks on the center line to let me know that I'm in the dynamic mirror tool. Then, as I grab that line entity, as I sketch on the right-hand side of this center line, it's going to populate the sketch on the left-hand side as I'm sketching this out. So interactively dropping this in while adding in all of those symmetric relations. In today's video, we covered using the mirror entities versus the dynamic mirror. Thanks for watching.
Okay? So, dun sa ating video, pinakita yung pinagkaiba ng ating tinatawag na mirror entities at saka ng ating dynamic mirror. So, kay mirror entity, so yun na naulit ko naman sa inyo kanina, yun ay meron muna tayong parent entity or meron muna tayong entities na na-create, then saka natin siya i-mirror doon sa other side ng ating center line or doon sa ating mirror line na kinreate. While kay dynamic mirror naman, at first pa lang, iseset na natin siya na meron tayong mirror line and kapag na-dynamic mirror natin, makikita natin doon sa ating kine-create na as we create on one side, makikreate din siya automatically to the other side. Doon sa video, not specifically naman siya doon sa right side lang tayo pwede mag-create. Pwede siya on both sides of the mirror line. So either of the sides tayo mag-create, automatically may makikreate na siyang mirror copy doon sa kabila. Not necessarily din na siya ay dapat ay cover lang ng mirror line na ating kinreate. And for example, kung ganito lang kahaba yung na-create natin na mirror line or itong center line na to, tatandaan ha, pag tayo naka-dynamic mirror, meron siyang symbol na ganito. Yung dalawang parallel line sa end ng ating center or din sa ating mirror line. So dito, not necessarily naman na within this boundary lang siya pwede tayo mag-create or makakapag-create ng mirror entity. So ito, ibig sabihin na nito, mula doon sa ito na yung hati niya. Okay? Kahit palumagpas yung inyong entity na dinodrawing doon sa ating center line, magkikreate pa rin siya ng mirror copy or nung ating copy sa other side nung ating drawing. Is that clear? Naunawaan ba ito klase sa mirror, yung pinagkaiba ni mirror entity at dynamic mirror? Class? Any question? Class?
Naintindihan po, sir.
Okay? So, clear ito ha, class ha. Yung pinagkaiba ng ating mirror entity at saka ng ating dynamic entity, dynamic mirror. Basta tatandaan nyo lang, mirror entity, kapag may na-create na tayo ng mga entities na kailangan nating i-mirror, siya yung gamitin natin. Kapag dynamic mirror, kung wala pa tayong na-create na entity, pwede natin iset siya as dynamic mirror na agad para yung makikreate natin na entities ay automatically may makikreate na mirror copy doon sa kanyang kabilang side. Okay? So next. So next naman tayo, tapos na tayo kay mirror. So meron din tayong tinatawag na patterning sketch entities or pag-create natin ng pattern. So using yung ating SolidWorks software, we can create linear or circular patterns of sketch entities by using the linear sketch pattern and circular sketch pattern tool respectively. So yun naman, makikita din natin doon sa ating mismo software, doon sa ating mismo sketch command pa din. Nandoon lamang din siya sa may taas. So kung kanina discuss natin yung si trim, then meron tayong offset, magkakatabi yan si offset, then katabi si mirror, nasa baba ni mirror entities yung ating linear sketch pattern na tinatawag. Okay? So meron tayong two types na po diyan. It's either linear pattern or circular pattern. Kapag linear pattern, pwede siyang pa-horizontal, pwede siyang pa-vertical, or combination ng dalawa. Kapag circular naman, from the word itself, siya ay pa-arc or pa-bilog or pa-round ang makikreate natin na pattern. So I will be showing you again a video tutorial of it para mas may malinaw siya sa inyo. Okay, so this
Next,
will be
we are
our
going to walk
tutorial.
through two very useful intermediate sketch tools, linear sketch pattern and circular sketch pattern. But first, we are going to draw a simple sketch. So, I'm going to go to the sketch command, select the front plane, and then draw a circle at the origin. Now, I'm ready to begin linear sketch pattern. The property manager opens, and in the property manager, I have direction 1, showing direction 1 along the x-axis. I also have direction 2 along the y-axis, entities to pattern, and instances to skip. Normally with the linear sketch pattern and the circular sketch pattern, the very first thing you want to specify is the entities to pattern. Now, I'm showing arc 1, which happens to be this circle here. So, I'm good when it comes to entities to pattern. So, since that is selected correctly, I'm going to return to the top of the property manager. The first window in the direction 1 is x-axis, and that's x-axis by default. I can change that to a different line or an edge of the model. I'm going to leave the set x-axis and move down the property manager. Notice the number of instances is set to 2. I'm going to increase this to 6, and notice the preview on the screen. The 6 circles are on top of each other, so I'm going to change the spacing and increase it to 30 millimeters. Inside of the direction 1 property manager, notice we have a checkbox for dimension X spacing and display instance count. I always recommend that you check both of these, that way these two values are displayed on the screen and you can change those values on the screen, and that be required to return to this property manager. The last item under direction 1 is angle. It's currently at 0 degrees. Notice what happens if I change it to 45 degrees. I will reset it to 0. And now let's go down to direction 2. Direction 2 is along the y-axis. Notice most of these items are grayed out, and that's because the number of instances is set to 1. As soon as I increase this, you will see those values are available to be changed. And notice I have my instances to 6. I will increase the spacing to 30 millimeters. And also notice my angle is 90 degrees, just like direction 1. I recommend that you put a check mark in front of dimension Y spacing, displays instance count, and dimension angle between axes, because that allows you to change the values on the screen. Now, if I fit this to the screen, and we go down to the bottom of the property manager, and select instances to skip, and then select inside of the window, you will notice a magnet dot appear inside of each instance. To skip an instance, you simply click the magnet dot and the instance is skipped. At any point you want to return those instances, simply click the dot again and it reappears. Now, let's go back to direction 2 and we will put the number of instances back to 1, so we can talk about circular sketch pattern next. I'm going to go ahead and close out of linear pattern and we'll fit this to the screen and then go into circular sketch pattern. Just like linear sketch pattern, the very first thing you normally want to select is entities to pattern. So I'm going to select inside of the window and then go out to the screen and select each circle I want to pattern. Going back to the top of the property manager, my very first window here is asking me for a point to pattern about. And currently, this is my origin, which is correct for this example here. Right below this, I have a setting for center X and center Y. This allows you to set the pattern center along the X-axis and the Y-axis. Right below those two, I have 360 degrees, and this is my angle. And notice, they also have equal spacing chain. If I uncheck equal spacing, and I change this 90 degrees to 30 degrees, notice, I have 30 degrees between each instance. I'm going to return this to equal spacing and 360 degrees. Just like the linear sketch pattern, I recommend that you show the dimensions on the screen for radius and angular spacing along with the instance count. I'm going to increase my instances to 8, and just like the linear sketch pattern, I can also skip instances. I'm going to go ahead and close out of the circular pattern and close out of the sketch just so you can see a cleaner image. And there you go. So that was all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to get more. Have a nice day, and until the next video.
Okay? So, yung pinakita naman doon sa ating video is yung ating tinatawag na linear pattern at saka yung ating circular pattern. Okay? So, siya naman is nasa, yung i-click natin na button for that is under pa rin siya ng Sketch Command Manager, and then nasa ilalim siya ng mirror entities. So, nandito siya. Kung nakikita niyo yung aking pointer. So, andito siya sa medyo pagitnang part na upper portion. So, after or under nitong mirror entities, meron tayo dito nakalagay na linear sketch pattern. May drop down yan. Pwede tayong pumili. It's either yung linear or yung circular. At kapag pinilik nyo nga either of the two, kay linear or kay circular, sketch pattern is mag-a-appear dun sa ating command manager tree yung different parameters na pwede natin iset or i-manipulate para ipakita natin or para magawa natin yung dinedesire natin na pattern na dapat natin i-create. So dito, i-follow nyo lang yung mga different parameters na kailangan natin lagyan ng mga quantities. Kung siya ba ay may equal spacing. For example, ito kay circular pattern. Kung ano ba yung point kung saan siya mag-rotate. So, ilagay nyo siya dito sa pinakaunang area. And then, kung mayroon ba tayong specified na degree na kailangan i-follow, kung siya ba ay may equal spacing, yung mayroon ba dapat tayong ipakita na dimension ng ating mga radius, so i-indicate nyo lang siya dyan. Kung wala naman, i-uncheck ninyo. Yung number of patterns to create, so pwede nyo ilagay dyan. So, katulad sa example, ginawa niya hanggang 8 patterns. Pero yan naman ay pwedeng mas madami pa. Hindi lang ako sure kung ano ang kanyang limit kasi katulad dati, doon sa ating pag-create ng polygon, nakaabot lang yata tayo ng 50 side na polygon. So meron din naman siyang certain limit, pero madami naman siya. Hindi naman siya yung mauntian lamang. Okay? And then pwede natin ipakita dyan yung display instance count. So kung ilan yung ating pinag-create na copy or pattern. And then, yung next na area dyan is yung entities to pattern. Sineselect or ipinapakita dyan yung mga different entities na ating pinakreate ng pattern. Katulad dito, ang naka-indicate sa entities to pattern is yung arc1 to arc5. So, putol lang siya dito. And then, yung sa pinakadulo niyan, yung isang parameter natin na ipinakita sa video is yung instances to skip. So, ginagamit natin siya kapag meron tayong pattern na gustong i-delete or hindi i-copy or hindi gawin doon sa ating pattern na pinag-create. So, for example, ay instead na itong lahat ng itong bilog na ito ay ating i-create, for example, gusto natin siya alternate, so pwede nating gawin or pwede nating i-select yung instances to skip. And kapag kinilik nyo yun, katulad nyo sa video kanina, so, hanapin ko lang. Meron tayo dyang mag-a-appear na mga dots. Yan, ito. Meron tayong mga purple or red dots na mag-a-appear inside doon sa mga patterns. And kapag kinilik nyo siya, ay mag-i-skip yung pattern na naka-specify for that dot. Okay? So, kapag naman gusto natin siya ibalik, like for example, accidentally may na-click tayo doon sa mga instances. Gusto natin siya ipakita pero na-skip natin. So, i-click nyo lang uli yung purple dot para siya ay mag-appear ulit. Okay? So, ito naman habang naka-yellow pa yung ating mga lines dito na pinapakita sa pattern, hindi pa siya truly created. Once na-chinek nyo pa siya, tsaka pa lang siya makikreate mismo. Ito ay kumbaga preview ng ating pinag-create na pattern. Okay? Any question? Question kayo, class? Kay pattern? Wala na, klaro na ito.
Yes po.
Okay? So, sunod tayo. After natin ng ating patterning sketch entities is other parts of our modifying or yung pag-edit ng ating mga sketches is yung tinatawag pa rin natin na fillet and chamfer. So, ito naman ay kayo familiar na dito kasi yan ay na-introduce ko na rin sa inyo last meeting kung paano natin create yung ating fillet at saka si chamfer. So, ano nga ang difference between doon sa ating fillet at chamfer? Anyone? Anong difference ng ating fillet at saka chamfer? Wala siya ako magtatawag. Anong kakaiba? Wala talagang isang sumagot.
Sharp po kapag po chamfer, tapos pag po fillet ay smooth curve.
Okay. Sorry. Kapag chamfer ay,
Sharp po, sir. Yung parang
okay. Tapos kapag fillet ay,
smooth curve po.
okay. Smooth curve yung ating naki-create sa kanya. So, ganito yung example. Wait lang. Lang. Pakita ko na lang siya para hindi na yung video kasi ito naman ay na-introduce ko na rin and kita ko na rin last time yung ating meeting. Okay? So, ito yung difference between doon sa ating fillet at saka doon sa ating chamfer. Kapag fillet, nag-create tayo ng smooth corner or no pa-round corner. Specified na radius, depende doon sa ating isinet. Okay? So, from this corner, for example, itong triangular shape na ito, so if you want to create a fillet doon sa kanyang top corner, so ganito yung kanyang kalalabasan after natin iset na ang kanyang radius ay 10. So kapag naman kay chamfer, ito naman another illustration lang ng ating fillet. So from a rectangular shape, ginawa natin ng fillet yung lahat ng sides niya with a specified radius. So ganito yung kanyang magiging outcome. And then for chamfer naman, so unlike kay fillet kanina na meron tayong smooth curve or yung radius, so dito naman magkikreate tayo ng parang kinakap natin yung kanyang isang corner, creating two more corners with a specified din na kanyang distance or length kung ano yung size ng ating chamfer na kinreate. Okay? So, ganito naman yung kanyang before and after doon sa ating rectangular shape. Okay? Clear naman ito, yung ating fillet at saka si chamfer na entity.
Yes po.
Okay? So, sunod, after kay fillet and chamfer, meron na tayo nitong other editing tools or modifying tools pa natin doon sa ating SolidWorks. So, nandiyan na rin sa ating moving. So, from the word itself, kapag meron tayong i-move na ating entity doon sa ating drawing. Like for example, napalayo masyado yung ating na-create na circle or line. So, gusto natin siyang ilapit doon sa iba pang entities. So, pwede natin siyang gamitan ng move. Ipa-follow lang uli natin kung ano yung step-by-step process niya. Which is makikita naman natin yan or malulocate natin doon sa kanyang left side ng ating software, doon sa kanyang command manager tree. So copying an entity naman, ang pinagkaiba nito kanina kay mirror, so si mirror dito is nagkikreate tayo ng copy na naka-reverse or nakabaliktad. Okay? So dito kay copy, nagkikreate tayo ng duplicate. Kung ano yung itsura niya, kung anong orientation niya, anong size niya, ikakopy lang natin. Kay rotate naman, we can rotate yung ating entities to a specified na rotate point of rotation. Hindi naman siya kailangan na laging circular shape or round shape. So pwede rin natin i-rotate kahit anong entities. Basta kailangan lang natin mag-specify ng kung saang point tayo mag-rotate. So for scale naman, pwede nating i-enlarge or ano ba kabalitaran ng i-enlarge? Paliitin. Pwede natin palakihin at paliitin yung isang entity based dun sa ating kagustuhan kung ano yung desire natin na size for our project or dun sa ating output. And then for stretch naman, automatically ito naman ay kapag gusto nating stretch yung ating mga nakikreate na entities doon sa ating drawing. Okay? Sorry, hindi ko pala na-show yung tawag dito. Screen. So this one, I will be showing lang itong
Hello.
pinagsama-sama natin na different entities pa, yung move, copy, rotate, scale, at saka yung si stretch.
In this one lesson, we are going to cover 5 sketch tools: move, copy, rotate, scale, and stretch. But before we do that, what you see in the screen is a sketch of a simple part. We will be using it for this lesson. So let's begin. I'm going to start with move entities. The property manager opens, and the very first window is prompting me for items to move. So I'm going to go out to the screen and put a window box around this entire sketch. As soon as the items are selected, I can return to the property manager. Now, if I want to keep the relations, I will put a check mark in this box. If not, I will leave it unchecked. Right below this, we have parameters. I can move this based on a from to point or distance along the XY axis. I'm going to start with from to. I'm going to select my start point to be this bottom left hand corner and then I will simply position the cursor on a new point in the screen and select, and the geometry is moved. Now, if I undo this and go back into Move Entities, and this time, instead select X, Y, I can specify a distance to move this along the X-axis. Let's say 50 millimeters. And along the Y-axis, we'll say 100. And then close out of the Move command, and it moves it those two distances. Once again, I will undo this. I'm going to go into the Copy Entities command this time, and Entities to copy, it is already selected the lines that make up the sketch, and I can do a from to and select the point, and then a new point for the copy. Now, the only difference between the Move Entities and the Copy Entities command, I think it's pretty obvious. The Move command moves the geometry, where the Copy command simply makes a copy of it. I'm going to undo this so we can go to the third command, which is Rotate Entities. Now, on the Rotate Entities, once again, all of this line work is already selected. So I'm going to specify center of rotation, and I will specify the bottom left hand corner. Now rotate this, let's say 45 degrees. Close out of the rotate command, and you see it is rotated. Just like the last few times, I will undo this. And now, let's go to the Scale Entities. Again, the proper geometry is selected. I'm going to scale about this point here, and I want to scale up by a factor of 2. Now, if I want to make a copy of this, I can actually specify how many copies I would like. I'm going to close out of the Scale command. Let's fit this to the screen so we see what you have, and notice the multiple copies, each one scaled by 2. I will undo this. Let's refit this to the screen and go into the last command, Stretch Entities. Now this one I need to clear this window. It's very important when you select the geometry to sketch that you use a crossed box, which is the green box that you see here, which is outlined by a dashed line. When I release this left mouse button, notice 3 pieces of geometry are selected. And what I'm trying to do here is stretch this right leg to the right. And if I do a from to point, I will stretch it from this point to this point. And you see the stretch worked correctly. However, if I undo this and I go back into the Stretch Entities command and I clear this window, and instead of using a crossing box like you see here, I use a window box. Notice only one piece of geometry is selected, and then if I select the same bottom right hand corner to stretch about, it will not work. So you have to make sure when you are using the Stretch Entities that you use a crossing box and not a window box. So That was all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to get more. Have a nice day and until the next.
Ay, so good morning again. Nakita yung pinagkaiba ng ating mga remaining editing and modifying entities. Yung ating mga tools, yung ating pag-move, pagka-copy, pag-rotate, pag-scale, at saka pag-stretch. Class, nakita yung differences ng 5.
Yes po.
Klaro yon o meron kayong mga clarification? Class, may clarification kayo doon? May gusto ko yung ipaulit na part? Okay. So, wala. Sure yan, class, ha? So, I assume na yun ay naunawaan ninyo. So, basta tatandaan ninyo, yung ating other tools for editing and modifying ating mga sketches, hindi yung ating pag-rotate, pagka-copy, pag-move, stretch, and scale ay makikita pa rin natin kay under ng sketch command manager. Nandun na siya sa pagitnang portion. Nasa taas niya is yung mirror entity at saka yung si linear sketch pattern. So nandiyan dyan, ang pinakauna niya is nakalagay ay move entities. But if you click yung kanyang drop down, makikita niyo dyan yung other tools pa natin na pwedeng magamit for editing and modifying yung ating mga work o yung ating mga drawing o yung ating mga outputs. Okay? So, klaro naman siya na i-discuss din sa video kung paano yung step-by-step process niya, ano yung mga kailangan tandaan ninyo, ano yung mga area na dapat may inputs, like for example, ano yung kung saan magmumula ba yung inyong pag-move, alin ba yung dapat nyo i-highlight, or ano ba yung pinagkaiba-iba ng ating mga tools na iyon. Okay? So that will sum up yung ating chapter 3, which is yung pag-edit ng ating mga sketches. Okay? So ano-ano nga ulit yung mga na-discuss natin? Anong natatandaan? Na mga pwede natin gamitin for editing yung ating sketch na na-create. At least give one. Yes, Rubion.
Sir, yung about po sa pagtitrim po. Yung
Okay, sa
aalisin po
pagtitrim.
yung may mga excess.
Okay, aalisin yung mga excess o yung ating mga unwanted sketches. Ano pa? Ano pa yung ating na-discuss for chapter 3? Yes, Arone.
Sir, yung fillet po at chamfer.
Okay, yung pag-fillet at saka pag-chamfer, which is yung nire-remove natin yung certain corner ng ating it's either rectangle or other polygons. Yes, Miss Tipili, I think nag-raise ng hand.
Sir, yung pong sa pag-e-extend.
Okay, so yung pag-extend ng ating entities, which is ito naman yung kabaligtaran ng ating pag-trim, which is yung sagot ni Mr. Rubion. Ano pa? Ano pa yung ating mga na-discuss? Yes, Brasila.
Sir, yung po sa pagme-mirror po. Saka yung dalawa pong
Okay.
uses po.
Okay, yung ating mirror entity and yung kanilang dalawang type, which is yung ating tinatawag na mirror entity at saka si dynamic mirror. So, huwag kakalimutan yung pinagkaiba nung dalawa. Dudas.
Sir, yung offset po.
Okay. Yung pag-offset ng ating mga entities. So, ito naman, nagsaset tayo ng different parameters. We can also add dimensions and other like yung tawag dito. Pwede siyang naka-chain, pwedeng with end or wala yung ating na-offset na entity. Yes, Delara?
Yung mga pag-move po ng mga sketch entity po.
Okay? Yung last part natin which is yung pag-move and together with the other modifying tools na rin which is yung mga pagka-copy, rotate, and etc. Para meron pa kayong nakakaligtaan. May isa pa. Ano pa yung na-discuss natin? May isa pang part ng pag-modify at pag-edit ng ating mga sketches. Yes, Ludea.
Sir, yung linear pattern and circular pattern po.
Okay. Yung pag-create natin ng different patterns, either siya ay linear or kaya yung ating circular patterns. Okay? So, tanda naman lahat yung na-discuss natin for chapter 3, which is yung mga tools na pwede natin magamit for editing and modifying yung ating mga sketches. May mga question pa kayo? Kayo doon? Clarification? Wala na? Okay? So, mag-move tayo sa next part na ating discussion. So, hindi pa tayo tapos. Mahaba-haba pa ang ating discussion. Wala mo natutulog ha at huling-huli pagtulog. Okay? So, ngayon, i-discuss naman natin si Chapter 4. So, si Chapter 4 naman, more on ito ay pag-apply ng tinatawag natin geometric relations. So, yung mga geometric relations kasi natin tinatawag is pwede natin siyang maging basis para din sa ating mga sketches or para din sa ating mga drawing. Okay? And also under this chapter is madidiscuss na rin yung pag-apply ng dimensions at kung paano din ito i-modify. Also, i-discuss natin yung tinatawag natin na state ng ating sketch, kung siya ba ay underdefined, fully defined, or over-defined. Okay? So once you are done with creating niya yung ating sketch, so yun yung ating previous topic, chapter 2, yung pag-create ng sketch natin. And then also discuss na natin on how to edit yung ating mga sketches with the different tools. Yung previously chapter natin, yung chapter 3. So ngayon, pwede nating malaman if yun bang ating naging sketch is anong state, kung siya ba ay underdefined, fully defined, or full or over-defined na sketch. Also, we can add yung ating mga dimensions para mas maging klaro and also accurate at para mas madaling maintindihan ng mga users yung ating mga drawings o yung ating mga outputs. And then, of course, we will learn first or we will tackle, ano maganda? We will discuss first kung ano ba yung tinatawag natin geometric relations, ano ba yung mga different relations na pwede nyo i-work out or makita doon sa inyong mga drawings para mas madali ninyo siyang magamit at mas madali ninyo siyang maintindihan. Okay? So first is working with geometric relations is used to restrict some degrees of freedom of a sketch. You can apply geometric relations on a sketch entity, between sketch entities, and between sketch entities and planes, axes, edges, or vertices. So ito yung mga different types, or ito naman ay mga samples pa lang. Hindi naman ito yung kalahat-lahatan ng mga geometric relations na pwede nyo magamit with regards to SolidWorks. So pwede natin magamit yan yung tinatawag natin mga horizontal relations. So for example, yung ating line entity is gusto natin na siya ay naka-horizontal line or siya ay horizontally aligned. So we can use yung ating tinatawag na horizontal relations. And if we want naman na vertically aligned yung ating entity, so we can use yung tinatawag nating vertical relations. Then other than that, so syempre kapag halimbawa yung ating mga entities ay nagpo-cross with each other and gusto natin sila ay perpendicularly aligned, so pwede natin gamitin yung tinatawag natin na perpendicular relation. So kapag ginamit natin siya, automatically yung ating two crossing lines are nagiging perpendicular with each other. Also, with regards to parallel, so kapag gusto natin na yung ating two lines are parallel with each other, so same distance, um, either siya man ay horizontally, vertically, or naka-incline, so we can use yung ating parallel geometric relations. Then we also have a tangent, so kapag ito ay nagtatouch with each other, equal, same length, midpoint, ibig sabihin ay ginamitan natin siya ng midpoint line, and also we want to locate kung nasaan yung center or yung pinaka-mid ng ating line entity or ng ating entities. So if we want to merge yung ating mga entities, we can use these merge relations. And then kapag meron kasi tayo din mga instances na gusto natin na yung ating entity is naka-fix or hindi natin siya ma-edit na para hindi siya prone to error or magalaw pa natin. So, pwede rin natin siyang i-fix relation. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin siya gagalawin. And, etc. So, yun yung sum of the geometric relations na pwede nyo i-work out kapag kayo ay gumagamit ni SolidWorks. Okay? So, ganito naman yung itsura nung wait lang. Stop sharing ko lang. Yan. So ito naman yung itsura ng example ng ating tinatawag na horizontal relation and vertical relation para mas madali nyo siyang ma-visualize. Like for example, nag-create tayo ng ating line entity. So pwede natin palatandaan dyan. For example, ang ating starting point ay doon sa origin. So gusto natin mag-create ng horizontal line, makikita nyo yan doon sa inyong screen or doon sa inyong working area. May lalabas dyan na symbol. Specifically, katulad dito, itong medyo naka-yellow. Hindi ko lang sure kung kita sa inyong screen. Pero ganito siya, may mag-a-appear na doon sa medyo side ng inyong cursor. So, meron dyan mag-a-appear na naka-yellow, indicating na siya ay naka-horizontal alignment na. So, kapag nag-appear yan, ito yung ating tinatawag na horizontal relation. Okay? So kapag hindi siya nag-a-appear, ibig sabihin yung inyong kinecreate na line is hindi horizontally aligned. Then ganun din naman with other relations. Kung vertical naman, dapat may mag-a-appear din dyan na vertical relation. Okay? So yan yung ating paggamit ng mga different symmetrical relations para din sa ating paggamit ng SolidWorks. Okay? So yan, nandito naman sa ating module yung mga ibig sabihin yan. Kindly browse na lang siya. And yung some additional relations pa na pwede nyo ma-encounter or pwede nyo magamit while using yung ating SolidWorks. Yan. So, meron tayong different ways on how to apply geometric relations. So, in SolidWorks, you can apply geometric relations either by using the add relation tool or by using the top-up toolbar. Okay, so dalawang way yung para madali natin makita yung ating mga geometric relation na tinatawag na ito. So unang-una nga dyan is yung tinatawag nating paggamit ng add relation tool. So ito yung step-by-step process niya kung paano siya gagawin. So first, you're going to click on the arrow in the lower side of the display or delete relation tool in the sketch command manager. A flyout appears, which is ito na show natin ngayon sa figure 4.2. So ito siya. So si display delete relations. Ito ay under pa rin siya ng sketch command manager. So yung kanina natin mga diniscuss ng mga different tools to modify yung ating mga sketches like yung mga mirror, linear patterns, and yung move entities. So yun yung last part na ating diniscuss. So malapit sa kanya itong ating tinatawag na display delete relations. And kapag kinlik nyo ngayon itong drop down, so you can choose whether to display or to delete relations. Pwede kayong mag-add ng relation and to see kung fully defined yung ating sketch na kine-create. Okay? So doon pa rin ito klasa sa natin, sa sketch command manager makikita. So kapag, for example, kinilik niyo yung display delete relation, kung hindi naka-display yung inyong relations doon sa inyong ine-create na output, kapag kinlik nyo to, mag-a-appear ngayon yung different relations na available or na-create nyo sa inyong output. Like for example, kung meron dyan naka-vertical line, may mag-a-appear ngayon dun sa inyong mga outputs na symbol na kung alin ang naka-vertical, alin ang naka-horizontal, meron ba dyang parallel, meron ba dyang perpendicular. Kung siya naman ay naka-appear na or naka-display na, pwede nyo siyang i-hide. And then, pwedeng mag-add ng relation. Pag hindi nyo yung add relation, ngayon, pupunta kayo ngayon sa inyong ini-sketch and you will choose kung ano yung gusto nyong dagdagan ng relation. Like for example, may nakita kayo na isang line entity na supposedly siya ay naka-horizontal line, pero hindi siya naka-horizontal line, then pwede nyo siyang dagdagan ng relation para siya ay mag-horizontal line. And ganoon din naman sa iba pang relations available. Then later naman yung sa sa state ng ating sketch, kung siya by fully over or under-defined, so mag-discuss naman natin yan later. Okay? Yan. So ganito yung pop-up or ito yun naman yung magiging parameters natin kapag kinlik yung si add relation. So sabi ko nga sa inyo, once you click on that, you will be selecting on what or which entity kung ano yung dapat ninyong i-dagdagan ng relation. And then, yeah, for example, na ito na yung saan na yung step-by-step process class. After nyong ma-select ngayon kung anong entity yung inyong i-add ng relation, so makikita nyo ngayon dito kung meron na ba siyang existing relation. So kung wala pa, blanco siya. Ngayon, pwede nyo siyang dagdagan. And nandoon sa baba yung mga pwede nyong idagdag. For example, for that specific entities na inyong sinelect. So for example, katulad nito, ang sinelect niya is arc number 4 and arc number 5. So dalawang arc yung sinelect niya. So pwede siyang gawing magka-tangent, pwedeng concentric, equal, or etc. So itong relations to be added doon sa inyong entities na sinelect ay depende. Depende siya kung anong entities yung sinelect ninyo. Kung line yan, for example, line entity, so pwedeng may mag-appear ngayon dyan na pwede nyo i-add na relation as horizontal, pwedeng vertical, perpendicular, and etc. So ito naman, since arc yung sinelect nila o sinelect niya, so yung makikita nyo, yung mga relations na pwedeng i-add dito ay may kinalaman sa arc or doon sa mga circular shape. Then, so skip na lang natin to. Ito naman ay more on yung sa diniscuss natin. So also, another one way of showing or applying ating geometric relation other than doon sa add relation tool is yung tinatawag natin pop-up toolbar. So to apply geometric relation by using the pop-up toolbar, select entities directly from the drawing area by pressing the Control key without invoking any tool. And then kapag na-select nyo na yung ating mga entities while pressing the Control key, kapag inyo ngayong ni-release yung Control key at hindi nyo ginalaw yung cursor ninyo, mag-a-appear ngayon itong pop-up toolbar na tinatawag natin, which is itong sinashow sa ating figure 4.5. Okay? So ito naman, may parang kaparehas din siya nung sa add relation tool. So kung ano yung sinelect ninyo na entities while using your cursor and pressing the Control key, and kapag yun nga, i-release niya siya and hindi nyo minove yung inyong cursor, mag-a-appear ngayon itong mga relations na pwede nyo i-add doon sa mga entities na inyong sinelect. So parang katulad din naman siya nung kanina kay add relation tool. Ang pinagkaiba lang niya, ang control nyo lang dito is yung inyong keyboard at saka yung inyong mga mouse para mag-appear itong pop-up toolbar. Okay? So that are the two ways on how to apply geometric relation para doon sa ating mga entities. It's either by using the add relation tool or itong tinatawag nating pop-up toolbar. Is that clear?
Yes po, sir.
Okay? So another one, meron pa tayo nitong, ito naman makikita si controlling the display of geometric relations. If you remember doon sa ating drawing area, meron tayo doon sa taas na view tool. Okay? So si view tool, which is ito, sinushow sa figure 4.6, ito ay nandun na sa mismong working area natin, nasa pinakataas na portion. So meron doong symbol na yung para, yan, ito, yung mata. Tapos siya ay may drop down. Kung makikita nyo, is kapag kinlik nyo siya, meron ngayon mag-a-appear dyan na different tools or different buttons na pwede nyo i-click. So ngayon, hanapin nyo yung symbol na parang itong para sa perpendicular. So that will be for our relations tool. Kapag siya ay kinilik ninyo, mag-show or mag-a-appear or magde-display ngayon yung ating mga relations available on your working area. And then kapag in-click nyo uli siya, hindi uli or mawawala yung display or mag-hide ngayon yung ating mga relations available on your output or dun sa inyong kine-create na drawing. Okay? So this will be used itong figure 4.6 doon sa ating view toolbar or heads up toolbar na tinatawag. So makikita nga po ulit ito doon sa upper portion ng ating drawing area para ma-show or ma-hide natin yung mga relations available doon sa ating drawing. So pwede nyo po siyang makita dito. Okay? So now, we can move doon sa pag-apply natin ng dimensions, which is the main portion nitong ating chapter number 4. So, tapos na tayo doon sa pag-create ng sketch, tapos na tayo doon sa pag-modify using different tools, pwede na natin siyang applyan ng different dimensions o yung dimensioning. So, once a sketch has been drawn and required geometric relations have been applied, you need to apply dimensions by using dimension tools. Dito naman, kay SolidWorks, is ang pinakagamit na gamit natin dyan is yung tinatawag nating Smart Dimension. Okay? So sa Smart Dimension, kung medyo natatandaan nyo with regards to sa ating software, katabi yan noong sa sketch button. Katabi din ng ating mga line entity, circle, and etc. Okay? So you're just going to click on the down arrow in the bottom of the Smart Dimension tool in the Sketch Command Manager. Okay? So meron ako dito, yan, video para doon sa pag-apply natin ng dimension using this Smart Dimension. Wait lang, class. Okay? So ngayon, ito yung ating working environment. For example, dun sa ating SolidWorks. Nag-appear ito sa inyo, class?
Yes po, sir.
Okay? So makikita nyo dito, under pa rin tayo ng Sketch Command Manager. So yung pangalawa nating Command Manager. So meron tayo ditong Sketch. And then yung pangalawang button, yung katabi ng Sketch, meron tayo dyan for Smart Dimension. Meron siyang drop-down dyan showing yung different tools natin for applying dimensions. Pero pinakagamit na gamit na natin or commonly, we're going to use itong Smart Dimension. And also, yung other functions or yung other types ng pag-apply natin ng dimensions ay kaya ng i-cater or kaya ng gawin. Ito tinatawag natin Smart Dimensioning. Okay? So I hope nakikita ito. So yan, nasa upper left corner ng ating screen. So I will be showing you this video para mas maunawanin nyo yung pag-apply ng dimension and ano yung mga pwede natin i-apply or different functions using the Smart Dimensioning tool.
Hello. in the previous 2 lessons, we covered automatic relations, and then we followed it with manually adding relations to an existing sketch. The next step is adding dimensions. In SolidWorks, we call them smart dimensions. But before we get started, it is important to mention that most people agree the proper method or the proper order in creating a sketch is first, automatic relations. Second, if necessary, manually add additional relations. And this is what smart dimensions come into play. So basically adding your geometric relations first, followed by your dimensions. So let's begin. I'm going to start a new sketch in the front plane. Then you go to Line Tool, select my first point, and notice when I stretch this line out, I receive a feedback on the cursor, 83 millimeters. This is for reference only. If I left mouse click, it will not lock that line at 83 millimeters. It is a smart dimension that will lock it to a specific value. This 83 for reference only. So for example, if I want to finish sketch line to be 80 millimeters, it is need to be in the ballpark between 75 and 85. So I'm going to hit the left mouse click, skip out of the line command. Notice if I grab the end of the line, I can make it longer or shorter because that number was for reference only. However, if I add a smart dimension, select the middle of the line, hold the dimension off, and place the dimension. I can key in the correct value. Now, even if that dialog box, in SolidWorks we refer to this spin box because we have this spin wheel to change the value, or we have the up-down arrows, but most people key in the value. So I'm going to key in 80, select the green check mark, close out of the dimension command, and notice I can move the line, but I can't change the length. It is locked down to 80. So if I want to change that 80, I simply double click on the number and key in the new value. Now, you may have noticed that when I applied this smart dimension, I was having a little difficult because I can't balance between the 2 lengths that you see here and linear values, a vertical distance or a horizontal distance. So it's very jumpy. So notice at my cursor, I have a graphic as a mouse and the right mouse button is highlighted. So once you get the orientation or the dimension you are looking for, let's say the vertical, you can click the right mouse click from the point on. No matter where you move the cursor to, you will only receive a vertical distance. Key the correct value, click the green check mark, and now we have 60 vertical dimension. I will close out of the smart dimension command. I'm going to create a circle. Notice again that the radius is for reference only. I will go to smart dimension command. We call it smart dimension because when you select a piece of geometry, SolidWorks knows what type of dimensions you need. Notice I have diameter of 90. I can key in the correct value and click the green check mark. Let's see the dimension from the center point to this end point. And I set this value to be 200. And I realize at a later time, this point of this dimension should have been over here. I will drag this point to this location and type the 200. And notice, I can adjust the dimension or reposition a dimension. Lastly, notice it is giving me a diameter of 100. Let's say I want the output to be the radius. So I simply left mouse click on it and a property manager opens. I select layers, then I select radius. And notice we have now a radius output. So that was all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to get more. Have a nice day and until the next video. And I set
Okay. So, klaro yung paggamit ng ating smart dimension. Napanood siya, class? Ano-ano yung mga different ano yung mga different applications or functions na nakita nyo na pwede natin gawin using yung ating smart dimension? Hello, class. Ano yung mga different functions na tingin nyo na pwede natin magamit or magawa using yung ating smart dimension tool? Based dun sa video, ano yung mga ginawa na, ano yung mga ginawa niya? Or ano yung mga dimensions na napakita niyo? Wala. Class? Anong example? Ano yung nakita niyo na ginawa niya using or ano yung naging function ng ating smart dimension tool? Pwede tayong mag-create ng or mag-indicate ng pwede tayong mag-create ng different alignment ng ating mga dimensions. Tama ba?
Yes po.
Okay? So, hindi siya naka-fix to a certain alignment kung paano natin gagamitin si Smart Dimension. So, nakadepende ngayon sa ating pag-move din ng ating cursor kung paano natin may i-show yung different ways kung paano natin may apply yung dimension. At yun ay magagamit natin using si Smart Dimension tool. So, katulad dito, ang mapapansin nyo, meron tayong naka-indicate na yung 85 millimeter na size. So, ang tawag natin dyan is yung ating aligned dimension. So, ginamitan natin siya ng smart dimension. So, paano ba yung tinatawag nating aligned dimension? So, siya ay nakabase kung ano yung inclination or ano yung orientation ng ating entity na binigyan ng dimension. So, siya ay inclined to a specified angle. For example, dalawa naman nakalagay dito, kunwari siya ay 45 degrees. So, yung kanyang dimensioning is magpa-follow doon sa kanyang orientation or doon sa kanyang angle. At ang example nga niyan is yung naka-indicate dyan na 85 millimeters. Also, we can apply horizontal dimensioning using the smart dimension. Ang katulad naman yan is yung naka 217.42 dito. Medyo natakloban lang yung mouse dun sa ating video. Pero sa yung example natin ng horizontal dimensioning. So, yung example naman dyan is specifying the dimension from the line entity, yung end ng line entity to the center point of the circle. And based dun sa video kanina, as you edit yung ating what do you call this? Yung ating value ng distance na naka-horizontal, so makikita nyo, nagbabago yung distance from the two entities, from the line entity to the circle. So, ibig sabihin, editable yung nagiging distance natin based dun sa sinet natin na dimension. Also, we can apply vertical dimensioning using smart dimension. Ang katulad naman yan dyan sa ating current slide is yung 60 millimeter. So, kanina din sa video, ipinakita na as we edit yung ating vertical dimension, nakikita natin nag-iiba yung inclination. nung ating line entity. So nag-retain siya na 85 millimeter yung length ng ating line, but as we edit yung vertical dimension ng ating entity to 60, nakikita nyo na nagbabago yung kanyang angle measure. Okay? So we can use also pa din yung ating smart dimensioning. Also, so na ano ka na naman si applying aligned dimension by smart dimension. So we can also apply angular dimension by using smart dimension. Wala lang dito sa current video natin. Pero kapag mag-a-apply naman tayo ng angle na dimension with regards doon sa ating mga drawings, ang gagawin nyo dyan is i-click ninyo yung two entities. Like for example lang, kinilik nyo itong horizontal line na ito, yung pinagmulan nitong 60 mm, papunta dito sa ating line entity na 85. Kapag kinilik nyo yung dalawang entities na iyon, may mag-a-appear dyan na option for your dimension na naka-angle. Kung siya man, for example, ay naka 30 degrees, naka 45, or kung ano man yung specific na angle nung ating na-create na entities. So, possible din yan using yung ating smart dimension. Then also, pinakita din dyan sa video, you can also apply diameter using the smart dimension tool. Commonly or by default, kung na nagkakamali class, by default yan ay sadyang naka-diameter katulad ng pinakita kanina sa video. Upon clicking smart dimension and ang kinlik niyang entity is yung circle, nag-appear dyan na yung kanyang diameter is 100 millimeters. So yan naman, editable pa rin naman nga yan, katulad ng sa video. You can double click on the dimension para siya ay ma-edit ninyo. Either i-edit nyo siya dun sa screen, yung magpa-pop up na window for modifying the dimension, or pwede kayong pumunta dito sa left side part ng ating working area para doon sa kanyang command manager tree, pwede nyo baguhin yung kanyang dimension doon kung siya by 100 or kung ano man ang kanyang diameter. And then also, hindi naman siya naka-fix lang na diameter yung pwede nating dimensioning with regards to circle and mga arcs. So, pwede rin siya na naka-reduce. So, katulad ng pinakita kanina sa video, pupunta lang kayo doon kay Command Manager 3. Lang hanapin ko. Yan, after double-clicking, mag-a-appear ngayon ito. Itong nasa left side ng ating software or ng ating screen, yung ating dimension properties under nitong Command Manager 3. So, meron kayo diyang pagpipilian, value, leaders, and others. So, pupunta kayo doon kay leaders. Kapag napunta niyo si leaders, pwede niyong palitan siya na instead of diameter, pwede niyo siyang gawin na radius. Para kung yun yung need natin na specify na dimensioning doon sa ating output. Okay? Klaro yun, class?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, I hope na ito ay clear kasi ito ay gagamitin nyo for sure doon sa ating mga gagawin na activity. Itong pag-smart dimension. Kasi ito yung gagamitin natin na tool para maging accurate yung sizes ng ating mga pinecreate na entities or ng ating outputs. Okay? So, yan naman. Pwede nyo rin siyang i-try kung sakali yung paggamit ng smart dimension. Mapapansin nyo yan once you drag your cursor, mag-iiba talaga yung orientation or yung alignment or yung function na pwedeng i-apply using the smart dimension tool. Okay? Sa pag-modify naman ng dimension, i-double click nyo yung existing. Like for example, pag double click nyo itong 85 na dimension, na mag-a-appear ngayon dyan kung yung para ma-modify nyo siya. Like for example, gusto nyo baguhin, instead of 85, doon yung 80 or higher. Mag-a-appear naman yan doon sa ating Command Manager 3 dito sa gilid ng software. So, nandiyan dyan yung mag-a-appear yung different parameters na pwede nyo i-edit. Okay? So, next. So, okay na tayo kay applying dimensions. Respectively, ginamitan natin siya ng smart dimensioning. So, na-discuss na naman natin yan. Dadaanan na natin itong mga ito. So, we have horizontal, vertical, aligned, angular, diameter, and radius dimension using C smart dimension. So, yun naman kay modifying or editing dimension. So, yun nga, naulit ko na rin sa inyo. Pwede nyo i-double click lang yung mga existing dimensions na inyong na-create or na-input doon sa inyong wine-work na output or project. And then, pwede nyo siyang i-modify or i-edit. Next is yung working with different states of sketch. So, dito naman, importante na alam natin kung yung ating sketch ba is underdefined, fully defined, or overdefined. So, syempre, dapat yung ating sketch is fully defined. And nakabase yan plus doon sa dimensions nung inyong sketch or yung inyong output. So, ibig sabihin, kapag underdefined siya, meron tayong hinahanap or meron pang dimension na hindi kayo na-i-input para masabi natin na kumpleto na yung dimensions ng ating sketch. Kasi kapag kulang yan, for example, may kulang na dimension kayo na i-imply or na i-indicate doon sa inyong drawing, hindi yan maiintindihan agad ng user or nung babasa ng inyong drawing. So, dapat yung inyong magiging sketch ay fully defined. Kapag fully defined na siya, lahat ng line entities or yung inyong drawing ay mag-color black. Kapag meron pa diyang color blue, yan ay may underdefined pa. And kung daw nagkakamali naman, kapag overdefined is, kung hindi siya yellow ay color red. Sa inyong palatandaan sa tatlo. Ang overdefined naman is nangyayari kapag kapag magkakameron ng mga duplication doon sa mga dimension. Like for example, meron tayong circle. Nilagyan na natin siya ng diameter na 10 mm tapos nilagyan pa natin ng radius na 5 mm. So redundant lang yun kasi parehas lang naman yung makukuha natin na sukat doon. Naka-diameter lang siya at naka-radius ang form pero parehas lamang yung ini-indicate niya na size. So nagkakameron ng duplication so maaari siyang ma-over-define. So either pumili ka na lang, it's either you choose to show radius or to show na lang yung kanyang diameter para siya ay fully defined. And itong what do you call this? Yung states ng ating sketch is nakadepende doon sa ating origin. So kung hindi siya nakadikit kay origin, sometimes hindi talaga yung magpo-fully define unless lalagyan mo siya ng dimension from the origin to the entity na nilagyan natin ng dimensioning. Okay? So, ito naman short video lang to show you yung ating state ng ating sketch. Kung siya ba ay underdefined or siya ay fully defined na sketch already.
Hello, now that we covered a lot of sketch tools along with geometric relations and smart dimensions, it's time to take a look into how to define a sketch. Now, to do that, we must at first start a sketch in the front plane. And then I will select the line tool. I will begin my line at the origin and build a simple sketch. And notice, when I close out of the line command, I have 2 lines appear black and 4 lines which appear blue. Now, what does that mean? Well, the 2 black lines are fully defined. They are locked down to the origin, which a coincident relation so that two black lines are not free to move. However, the blue lines are free to move because they are not fully defined. I'm going to add small dimensions to fully define the sketch. 65, 50. And notice, when I do that, more of the lines slowly turn to black. And if you notice down in the static bar, it says the sketch is still underdefined. We are looking for fully defined down here. So I'm going to add another smart dimension, 100. And then a height of 40. The sketch is completely black and it says it's fully defined. Now, before I close out of the sketch, I'm going to purposely delete the dimension. So it's underdefined and then close out of the sketch. Because I want to show you in the feature manager tree, when the sketch underdefined, you see a dash sign in front of the sketch. However, if I right mouse click on the sketch and select edit sketch and reapply that dimension I have deleted and then close out of the sketch. Because it is fully defined, notice in the feature manager tree, we no longer see that dash. That is because it is fully defined sketch. Now, it's important to know that in SolidWorks, you are not required to fully define the sketches before moving on. You can work with underdefined sketches. In fact, in some designs, it's better if the sketch is underdefined, especially if you still play on the sizes, form, or shape. However, if you are a new user of SolidWorks, I recommend to fully define your sketches before moving on. It's a good practice to look your sketches down to avoid little surprises later. So, that was all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to
Okay? So, yun naman yun sa ating state of our sketches. So, pinakita dito sa video from the start na wala pa. Then, nag-create siya ng a simple entities doon sa ating drawing area and nakatouch yung ating line entities, starting line entities doon sa ating origin. And mapapansin ninyo upon the start, yung mga entities na nakatouch doon sa ating origin is fully defined na. And ang palatandaan nga doon is naka-black yung color ng entities na ayun. Yun yung palatandaan nyo, kapag naka-black siya, fully defined siya. Kapag naka-blue siya ay underdefined. So, para siya ay ma-fully defined, mag-a-add tayo ng mga dimensions katulad ng ginawa doon sa ating sa video. Okay? So, ang kagandahan nito is para doon sa ating pag-work doon sa ating drawing kasi may mga instances na siyempre kailangan natin may nakaset ng values or dimensions para doon sa ating drawing. So, ini-indicate na yung dimension para siya ay accurate. And then, kanina may pinakitang instance doon. Although, yes, na-applyan siya ng dimension, pero dinilit niya yung dimension itself. Kasi may mga times din tayo na mas okay na hindi siya fully defined yung ating drawing. Kasi may, lalo na kung ito ay medyo complex yung gagawin natin na design, it will be easier for us to edit yung ating mga entities o yung ating drawing kung siya ay hindi pa fully defined. Kasi magpa-follow pa siya or susunod pa siya dun sa ibang entities kapag inedit. Okay? So, unlike kapag siya ay fully defined na, kumbaga siya parang nakafix na doon sa value na, ayun, lalo kung siya ay fully defined already. Okay? So, yun yung tatandaan nyo dyan ha. Palatandaan nyo dyan yung color para makita nyo kung siya ay fully defined or underdefined pa. And actually, meron pa nga yan yung over-defined. May another video doon, you can try to watch it kapag sinend ko sa inyo yung copy niya if ever. And then, meron din naman siya doon sa ilalim na part. Sinabi din naman yung kanina sa video na doon sa ating status bar is may naka-indicate doon whether yung ating bang sketch is yan, ito. Nasa pinakailalim lang. Hindi ko lang sure kung makikita nyo kasi natatakpan itong red part. Pero itong sa status bar, itong may mga coordinates na naka-millimeter, may katabi yan dyan, naka-indicate kung ano yung state ng ating sketch, whether siya ba ay underdefined, fully defined, or overdefined na sketch. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes. Clear po.
Okay? Any questions, clarifications? Wala na? Okay? So ano-ano nga ulit yung mga na-discuss natin for chapter 4? Recall lang? Yes? Lara?
Sir,
At least give
na-discuss
one?
po. Sir, na-discuss po natin yung sa mga uses po ng smart dimensions. Included dun po yung mga horizontal dimension, vertical dimension po. Tapos yung nabanggit niyo din po, hindi man po na-present dun sa video, yung po sa angular dimensions at yung mga diameter dimension po.
Okay? Very good. So, yes, doon sa pinaka-highlight ng ating chapter 4 is yung pag-apply ng ating dimensions and mainly yung paggamit ng smart dimensioning kasi yun naman talaga yung pinaka-magagamit natin. And yun nga, meron siyang different functions na pwede natin magamit using si Smart Dimension Tool which is yung alignment. Kung ano yung alignment ng dimension na gusto natin i-create. And yung isa lang hindi nga na-ipakita doon is yung kay Angular. So, ulitin ko lang kayo kay Angular para ma-create nyo siya. You're going to select the two entities na gusto nyong lagyan ng angle dimension. So, kapag halimbawa tayo ay nag-activity at gusto niyo siyang ma-perform, pwede niyo naman akong tanongin if ever na hindi niyo siya magawa para maipakita natin or para magawa natin siya. Okay? So other than that, yung pag-apply ng smart dimension or ng dimensioning, ano pa yung na-discuss natin for chapter 4? Yes, Ms. Parone?
Na-discuss din po yung geometric relations po tulad po ng horizontal, vertical, perpendicular, and parallel po.
Okay. So, yung first part ng ating chapter 4 is with regards to the different geometric relations na pwede nyo i-work out para sa inyong mga sketches. Yan. Katulad nito class na sa current slide ninyo, makikita nyo dyan sa yan. Nakikita nyo pa ba yung screen?
Yes po.
Okay. So, yung sa current screen natin, makikita natin na ay fully defined na yung ating object or yung ating entities dyan. Then, may makikita kayo dyan ng mga, yung may kulay green. Okay? So, yung mga kulay green na yun, yung mga different relations na applied doon sa ating entities or dito sa ating drawing na nasa current slide. So, makikita nyo dyan, meron dyan na tatlong horizontal lines and tatlong vertical lines or, horizontal and vertical relations. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung kanilang alignment. And nakapis sila sa ganong orientation or alignment. And then the other one, yung nasa may, nasa may origin. Siya ay nakapix, kung di ako nagkakamali. Hindi ko lang magalaw yun dito sa kabilang computer. Okay? So, yun yung mga example ng mga relations na pwedeng ma-apply commonly doon sa ating mga drawing. Kasi yung ating naman sample dito sa screen ay simple lang or hindi masyadong komplikado. Pero kung yan ay complex na mga drawings, na madami na dyan mag-a-appear na mga relations. And may option naman kayo to hide or to display. Ayan. Kasi syempre may iba na ayaw na may masyadong nakalagay na ganyan. Kasi ang purpose naman yun is to check lang din kung tama ba yung nagawa natin na output. Ngayon kung minsan kasi madaming nakalagay, madaming naka-indicate na mga relations, pwede natin yan i-hide para hindi muna natin makita pansamantala. Although yan naman ay embedded pa rin or applied pa rin doon sa ating mismong output or doon sa ating mismong drawing. Okay? So yan, And then, yung last part naman natin is yung, syempre, yung discuss lang naman natin, yung state ng ating mga uh, drawing or ng ating mga sketches. So, sana klaro naman na kung ano yung pinagkaiba-iba kung siya ay sinabing underdefined, fully defined, and overdefined na sketches. Any question, clarification? May question pa kayo or clarification, class?
Wala na po, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, wait lang ha at nawala yung isang okay, ito dito. Yung nagsha-show ng aking screen. Okay? So, next, last part na ito ng ating discussion. So, medyo mahaba-haba lang yung video na indicated dito, but ito naman ay halos dadalawang part. Okay? So, si chapter 5 naman is yung tinatawag nating pag-create na ng ating mga base or yung ating tinatawag na first feature ng ating solid models. Kasi syempre, tapos na tayo dun sa pag-create ng sketch. Na-modify na natin or na-edit na siya. Nalagyan ng relations and also na-applyan na natin ng dimensions para siya ay maging fully defined or alam na natin yung state ng ating sketch for example. So, after creating a sketch, pwede na tayo ngayon mag-proceed doon sa pag-create ng ating solid models. And yung una nga dyan na pwede nating matutunan is yung paggamit ng extrude feature na tinatawag. Okay? So, the extrude feature is created by adding material normal or at an angle to the sketching plane. So, sa SolidWorks, you can create an extruded feature by using the extruded boss or base tool. So, ito ay makikita natin doon sa ating wait lang. Doon sa ating software. Let me open lang. So, doon sa ating software siya, hindi na tayo under doon ng sketch command manager. So, later papakita ko siya doon sa video. But, sige, dito muna tayo sa ating document file. So, kapag kinlik kasi natin yung ating extrude feature, ito na yung different parameters na mag-a-appear sa ating working area or dun sa ating command manager tree. So, after selecting kung ano bang, for example, entities yung gusto nating extrude or bigyan ng depth or gawin nating solid model, So, we will be setting different parameters din kung saan ba siya magmumula. Ano ba yung direction 1 niya, direction 2, siya ba itipin feature natin, and yung tinatawag natin selected contours. Yung mga different areas na yun or different parameters na yun is may mga different options pa rin tayo na pwedeng i-edit sa kanya or i-manipulate. Last, wait lang nga, wait lang. Last, yan, nakagagana na. Wait lang ha. At talagang Class, hello. Hello, good afternoon. Good morning, class. Ba't naririnig?
Morning.
Ay, class.
Sir Gerald. Sir.
Yung extra big ka. Yung extra big.
Yung regular lang, para dalawa.
Chili mansi.
Spicy.